Inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. Intention and desire in the field of pure potentiality have infinite organizing power. In the beginning, there was desire, which was the first seed of mind. Sages, having meditated in their hearts, have discovered by their wisdom the connection of existent with the non existent. This is from the hymn of creation, the Rig Veda. The law of intention and desire, as inspired by Deepak Chopra. Before getting into discussion of the law of intention and desire, we should clarify the important difference between these two terms. A desire is simply what we truly want. It arises from within us. An intention, on the other hand, takes this further. It involves acknowledging the desire, releasing it, being attentive in the present moment, and taking action that are in line with our desires. For instance, a desire may be expressed as, I want to live at the Kenyan coast, whereas an intention will be saying, I am going to live at the Kenyan coast. Releasing that desire, trusting that it will come to pass, and detaching from any expectation of how in the world we will get into the spectacular beaches of the Kenyan coast. Importantly, according to the law of intention and desire, an intention also entails being attentive in the present moment so that we can see and seize the many opportunities that come our way and take the actions today that will lead us to move to the great Kenyan coast. Simple, right? Everything begins with a desire, an intention or an unconscious habit. Our intentions are what we can use to proactively shape our lives as we choose. This law of intention and desire is universal, just like the law of gravity. Be in the now. In order for the law of intentions and desire to work in our favor, although our intention is for the future, our attention must be in the present for us to create what we intend. A focus on the future or an obsession with the desire will lead to a crippling lack of action in the present. It will be like absent-mindedly going about our daily routine while obsessively pinning pictures of Mombasa, the example I'm giving, and every great beaches, and doing nothing else about Mombasa or Diani desire. At worst, this will drive us very crazy, and at best, it will make us feel depressed. Focus instead on what is going on today. All that we can be grateful for in the present moment, the opportunities presenting themselves today, and there will be many, and the actions that can be taken today, and they will be clear. Can we research land prices, house prices, rentals, chamas? Perhaps we can generate more income and save for our Mombasa, Kilifi, Diani, Watamu dreams. We must just begin where we are. As Deepak Chopra so eloquently stated in the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, a practical guide to the fulfillment of your dreams, inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics of its fulfillment. All is already well. We only have to do our part today. A desire without action remains a desire and can become maddeningly frustrating. Rest assured in the knowledge shared by Rumi that everything is rigged in our favor, and act in ways that will help turn your desires into reality. Here is how. Be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around all through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes a cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend, said Bruce Lee. Everything we do, be it building a business, buying a beautiful something, saving up for a dream property, or making a cup of tea, begin with a desire followed by an intention to realize it. The future is easily influenced, but in order for it to be as we desire, we must intentionally tell it what we wish for it to be and act to make it so. Let us think for a moment. What incredible power we have at our disposal. So you must be asking, what exactly must we do to set this law of intention and desire in motion in our favor? Well, I'm glad you asked. I've simplified it as follows. Action plan 1: be still and know. What do you truly want? We are constantly surrounded by a lot of noise that very often drowns out our own instinct. Just think about it in 24 hours. News cycle and the constant use or misuse of social media. Add to that the program we already have about what we should want, what is good to have and what is right not to want, and we have ourselves a mighty cacophony that causes us immense confusion about what we actually do desire. How then can we set any authentic intention from this disturbingly noisy place? The key, my friend, is to be still. Because our instinct is very quiet and speaks extremely softly, we need to be still in order to hear ourselves and know that we are truly what our true desires are. We must find a way of stillness that works for us, be it meditation or any other form of solitude and stillness. From that place, we can then set a clear intention to achieve what we authentically desire. Be still. Action plan number 2: let go. Once the desire is clear and the intention set, release it along with any idea of what must be done by when and what it should look like when it is done. Just let it go. Release the impulse to obsess over and plan every single detail. Leave it. For instance, if I decide that I'm going to buy a house, all I should do next is let that intention go. It will not serve me well to obsess over how I am going to save all that money. If I'm going to find the exact house that I want with the exact stain on the hardwood floor, how it's going to look like, the exact ceiling height, and that I imagine in the month of June when I think I want to close on the house, don't you feel at some stress of some kind thinking about that? I would be much better served by just being clear that is what I want and letting it go, trusting that it will come to me. The third action plan: trust. Simply trust that what is asked for it's already given. The air that we need to live is freely and abundantly given to us. Every second of our lives, our hearts pumps blood, our lungs clean air, and our cells divide without us having to consciously do anything. This same organizing intelligence and grace works for us when we set intentions. Isn't that comforting and empowering to remember? Action plan number 4: pay attention. When we are present right where we are, we have immensely clarity about what we can do and the steps that we can take in the present moment in order to realize our intentions. Keeping our attention on this moment allows us to zoom in on the opportunities that present themselves to us and gives us the energy to seize them. Take actions that are in alignment with the information and intention each day. Be flexible about what should be done to make it happen. As per the quote earlier mentioned, be like water. There will be fear that comes up, perhaps in the form of doubt or distraction. Just ignore it and carry on. It will go away. That is our only job in the interim, to pay attention and do what we know we should do today. Remember that your true nature is of pure spirit. Carry the consciousness of your spirit wherever you go. Gently release your desire and the universe will handle the details for you. Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best. To simply know what you desire, to intend for it to happen, ask for it, let it go, be present and attentive, and do what you know you must do now.